Hi everybody and happy new year. I hope that you all had an incredible Christmas break and that you managed to take some deep downtime for yourself to enter the new year feeling refreshed and ready to go. However, that's not necessarily the point of New Year. We are in the midst of winter. We are, especially in the Northern Hemisphere, in fact only in the Northern Hemisphere. In the Southern Hemisphere, you're in the depths of summer. So right now we are in winter, and in the middle of winter is not the best time to be coming out of the gate with all cylinders blazing, because we're still in a time of rest and recovery. We're still hibernating. We're still taking time to go through the transformation that it requires for us to reap the rewards in summer, to live our life in the cycle that nature intended. So whilst this video is about setting your intentions for 2024, I also want you to remind you to take the pressure off. You don't have to achieve all of your goals by March. You don't even have to set any goals. This is simply about setting an intention for your year ahead so that you have direction to follow. On the days when you're chasing your goals and your dreams, you know that they're aligned with your highest intention because you set it at the beginning of the year. And on the days where you need some downtime, where you need to go inward, you know that you're doing it so that in alignment with your intention, in alignment with the vision for your life. And that is what this intention and that is what your intentions are designed to do for you. So, for anybody who doesn't know me, I am Roseanna. Thank you for tuning into this video. With these videos, I hope to help you on your path of personal and spiritual growth. This is how I have managed to transform and change my life, from going from anxious, depressed, chasing material goals, through a cancer diagnosis and treatment, and coming out on the other side of it a totally new woman. So going through total transformation, and this is how I help my clients, this is how I help the people in my world, and this is how I hope to help you. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all of my latest content. And I hope that this video really helps you set those intentions for 2024, and so that you can go through this year in alignment to your highest vision and to your higher purpose. The word intention in Sanskrit is referred to as Sankalpa. And I love this word because it goes deeper than our word for intention in the Western world. It signifies more than just a resolution, more than just a goal, more than just, oh, I intend to do this, more than just a word. It goes deeper. It signifies something that's aligned with your higher purpose, aligned with your soul, your heart. It's a deep resolution to yourself, to your higher self, to move forward with your intention, with your Sankalpa, knowing that it is soul aligned. It's about bringing deep transformation and positive change, rather than just the kind of surface level intention to make something happen. A Sankalpa, so your intention that you're going to set for 2024, your Sankalpa for the year, is a heartfelt intention linked with your higher purpose and your spiritual journey. And for me, that feels more powerful than having an intention for material gain, which is why it takes me on to my next point of quickly, why do people not stick to New Year's resolutions? Because they're so often surface level, they're so often linked to material gain or to boosting our ego's version of worth and value, that we can't fully get behind them because it's not heartfelt, because it's kind of very surface level, very fickle in a way. So we don't stick to them because there's not enough motivation, enough power behind it for the transformation that you hope to see. So when we're setting resolutions, have a think about resolutions that you've set in the past. So using dry January as an example, what is the value that not drinking alcohol only for January is going to give you? Is it just so that you give your liver a break because you battered it over Christmas and December or the entire year before? Or is it because you want to fully give your body the support that it needs to flourish, to live a life of vitality? Which one is it? If you want to live a life of vitality, then that is your intention. You don't need to stop drinking alcohol necessarily, although I would highly recommend it to live a full life of vitality. But stopping just for 30 days is not going to give your soul your mind, your body what it needs to keep that going. And then on February the 1st, or the last Friday of January, because that's generally when people start to break down, is when you're looking for that milestone and I can have an alcoholic drink again, which is why most people don't stick to that resolution of dry January. And it often takes something really, really big to make you want to transform in a deep way. So it needs heart behind it. It needs soul behind it. You need to know what your higher vision and purpose for life is to give yourself that power to really stick to your intentions rather than these fickle resolutions that we set, like to stop drinking alcohol or to stop eating chocolate or to go on a diet or start running or whatever. The science and the stats are there that most people give up after 2 or 3 weeks because there isn't enough power behind it. There's not enough heart behind it. There's not enough motivation behind it. It's not actually aligned with what you want. And often the transformation that you're trying to make it too quickly. So what happens is your body and your mind can't cope because your body and your mind need the alcohol for the stress release. So when you take that away from them, the body actually goes into a stress state. So it tells you that it needs it, it craves it. And then you're not going to, without the deep why, without the deep power, the heart, the soul behind it, the deep motivation for the transformation, you're not going to stop. For me, I always use the example of when I was diagnosed with cancer. My vision, I was always into personal development, spiritual growth. I was meditating, I was learning, I was going deep, but I wasn't going as deep as I did when I was diagnosed because suddenly my life was on the line. So suddenly I had to change. I stopped eating meat. I stopped eating sugar. I stopped drinking alcohol. I swore I would meditate twice a day, and I did all of that because my life was on the line. So I had the vision of I'm living a life of vitality, and that was what encouraged me and motivated me to make the really deep change. And anybody who's been through a serious transformation journey, you will know the same. But say it gets to January the 1st and you go, okay, my resolution is to stop drinking alcohol, and you stop drinking alcohol, but the deep why, the deep power, the deep motivation isn't behind it, then your mind and your body, it doesn't have something to focus on. You don't have the vision to focus on, so you're not going to stick to it. So you're going to go back to your old ways because your body is effectively addicted to how you're living your life, and your body then produces chemicals that says, no, we live our life this way, so this is what we're going to do. You've been telling us, for all the cells in your body, you've been telling us that this is how we live our life, this is how we deal with stress, and this is how we manage by having a glass of wine after work. So that's what we're going to do. And if you don't do that, it will cause your mind and body so much pain. It will say, no, we need this, we need this, and things will happen, and then you'll reach for the glass of wine. But if you have a strong enough vision, a strong enough why behind why you're making a resolution, if it is aligned with your heart and soul, you will stick to it. Which is why I prefer the idea of intentions, of Sankalpa, rather than a New Year's resolution. Another reason people often don't stick to them is because they expect the results to happen in a week. And when they're not seeing those results, they go back to their old ways because, it's not working. Like the diet or the running, for instance. For somebody to build up strength and fitness can take months. I remember I did my first 5K, hated every second, had to walk a lot of it. It was miserable. I hated it. And and then I started training, and I could get myself up to running 15 minutes straight. And then within 2 or 3 months, I could run miles at a time without any physical pain. And that to me was incredible. Like, look at a fitness journey. You don't get fit overnight. You don't get fit from going to the gym once. So a New Year's resolution is obviously relatively fickle because it is just attached to a result that you want to see. But why do you want to see that result? Is it because you want to live a life of vitality? Is it because you, like, say it's a financial result? Is it because you want to live a life of financial independence and freedom? Like that, and having the why and the vision behind that financial independence and freedom, what does that mean to you? You can travel whenever you want. You can do whatever you want. So feeling the emotions behind that is so much more than, I'm just going to put £100 into my savings every week to build up a pot to do whatever, like for an emergency fund. There's no emotion in that. So you're not going to stick to a resolution if you expect the result today. It doesn't work like that. You need to understand that transformation takes time and a deep, deep connection to the why you want to transform. And this brings me to my next point of, so what is your why? Why do you want your life to transform? When you're setting your intentions, can you set them aligned to the way of life that you want to live rather than for what you want to gain? So what is, we don't ever reach a destination. The only destination we all reach is death. So up until that day, how do you want to live your life? How do you want your life to look and feel? And can you set your attentions aligned with that rather than for the gain of going on this holiday, or for the gain of going on or for the gain of like losing £10? What is the way that you want to live your life? That way, it's a more heartfelt connection. It's a more soul-driven intention, Sankalpa, than, I just want to go on this holiday, because it's the same as dry January. As soon as you reach that holiday, as soon as you reach the end of January, you're going to go back to your old ways, because it's not soul-driven. It's ego-driven. So when you're setting your intention, let's think about first how you want your life to look overall, and then align it with that. Go deep. Meditate for 10 minutes before you do it, 10 minutes, half an hour, however long you feel, and take your time over this. What is the life that you want to live overall? And what is the intention that you can set today that will move you in the direction of living that life every single day, so that when you go to sleep at night, you know that you lived by your intention, no matter whether your day was good, bad, amazing, terrible, which are all just ego judgments. Whatever your day looked like, you know that you can go to sleep in peace, feeling fulfilled, knowing that you lived a life in alignment with your intention for your overall life for the year. So that will help you stick to it, and that will then help you formulate an intention, a sankalpa, that you're so motivated to keep living, because you know that it will bring you the peace, the fulfillment, the freedom that you're looking for. So I just want to share with you my intention for the year, which is to continue my spiritual growth, to deepen my connection to love and to truth, and to know who I am fully. A few years ago, I started on this journey, and the transformation gets deeper and deeper, year on year, week on week, month on month, day by day. And as I was setting this intention, I've already learned a lesson. It's the 3rd of January that I'm recording this, and I've already learned a lesson with regard to my spiritual growth. So I have sort of 3 milestones that I would like to do this year in regards to my spiritual growth and connecting to myself on a deeper level. And in a way, I guess I knew that these lessons were going to come. So I booked to go on a Vipassana retreat, or no, it's not even a retreat. I booked to go on a 10-day Vipassana next week. So for 10 days, go meditate, do my thing and get to know myself on a deep level in that way with no distractions, and really immerse myself in the experience, which I think is extremely valuable. I've done silent meditation retreats before, found them very difficult but very valuable, and interested to do them after this kind of transformation that I have been through. My cat sitter cancelled last minute, and I can't get, as luck would have it, I can't get anybody to look after my beautiful feline. So my cat sitter cancelled, and that's it. That's my that's sort of like it gone. Like, I have tried to find somebody else and stuff, but I have to rest in the fact that no, this is not meant for me right now. So this is a great example of setting an intention for gain rather than for a way of life. So yes, I would like deeper spiritual connection and growth, but I hoped to gain something from going on Vipassana. So it in a way, it has given me exactly what I'd hoped to gain, a deeper spiritual growth, because, okay, how can I deepen my spiritual growth if I'm not going on Vipassana? Well, I keep on living this life. I keep on going deeper every single day. I can do it on my own. I don't need to go to a retreat to do that. So I hope that kind of gives you an example of an intention and the lesson as to when it's set for gain. So my intention for the year is to deepen my spiritual growth in whatever way, in every single day. Make my life a living prayer. In every single day, I will connect deeper to myself, to my soul, to love, to the truth. And that is my intention for the year. My other intention, of course, is to keep on creating powerful content and teachings that help you on your personal and spiritual growth journey. I hope to make these videos more powerful. I hope to make my meditations more powerful for you, because this is how I know that I can have a deep impact on the world and use my gifts in order to do that. So if there's anything that you'd like to see from this content, I would love to know. Let me know in the comments. I intend on sharing more about shadow work, and the ways in which we can communicate with our unconscious mind to make the unconscious conscious. This is a huge element of my work, is understanding the unconscious mind, connecting to the spiritual self, your innermost self, and living a life aligned with that. And I believe that's the only way people will live a truly fulfilled life, and find what they're really seeking. So that is kind of where my content will be going. There will be more meditations available. Also, we'll be going much, much deeper in the Lotus community. Currently, we meditate together once every week, and I would love to invite you to join that if you feel called to. We meditate together every Wednesday, 7 p.m. GMT, and within the community there are threads, there are chats that help you on your spiritual growth. So we have threads about dream work, we have threads about shadow work that you can come in. And I'm also thinking of starting a book club, spiritual book club, to help people kind of learn more, gain more wisdom that will help them on their spiritual journey. So if this feels called to you, please, get in touch, let me know. The best place to probably personally connect with me is Instagram, and I look forward to connecting with you over there. Obviously, if you would like to go deeper and really focus on your transformation throughout the next year, I have private coaching packages available, which is where we really go deep. We really focus on your shadow work and your individuation journey. I am a Jungian and spiritual life coach, so I help you live a life of freedom and aligned with your higher purpose. This is my main focus. With coaching, we go deep. We go deep or we go home. So they're my intentions for the year. I would really love to know what your intentions are, spiritually, what they are in your career, what they are in your health, your wealth, your love, your relationships. let me know in the comments, and I wish you a happy new year. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you next week.